And we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, Will. Thank you so much for coming on.
Greetings. Hello to the Blood Gang. Do you have like a nickname for your subscribers, followers,
I think
Twitch
I like Blood Gang. I think you nailed it. I think let's just roll with it.
Oh, could you just expand my screen within yours? Because I'm still seeing the audio spikes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So just like a full screen of just the game page.
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem.
Okay, sweet. There we go.
You go.
All right. Well, hello. Hello to the chat. Thanks for having me back on.
Yeah, thank you for coming back on. I forced me to re-download Deadly Premonition, but that's okay. I think I deserve it.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one.
It's so good.
It's one of my favorite video games, and it's one we were just talking about while we were waiting to go live. I'm excited to share it with the chat because, well, I mean, you're the one that's going to be playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So the experience of this game is a game that is terrible to play, but wonderful to experience.
Oh, it's so good. It's like if a Japanese guy saw Twin Peaks and like kinda understood it.
I mean, this is that's what Deadly Premonition is. It's like, I guess, inspired by Twin Peaks, or like, you know, the Japanese game designers, like his take on what if he made Twin Peaks, like what that story would be. But I think the important thing to remember about this game is that it's not supposed to be like a satire of Twin Peaks or David Lynch or America or anything like that. This is a sincerely told sort of sci-fi mystery story that is, you know, at turns wildly ludicrous and hilarious, but by the end of it, and in total, like actually a really good and semi-moving story.
It surprised me. Like the first time I played this, and you get the first hit where the guy, like, I'm not gonna too many spoilers, but when the villain is showing up, and you have to like hide in that little room, and you have a couple choices like under the desk, and then I was like, this is actually pretty fucking scary. And up until that point, it was like I was treating the game like a joke, and I was like, I swear I actually kind of fuck with this.
This one grows on you for sure.
Oh, absolutely. It's so good. I love that they wanted to replicate Agent Cooper talking to Diane, but rather than like have like an actual conceit to why he does that, like how Cooper's recording it, he just like puts his hands up to his head and talks to like nobody. It's so fucking good.
Well, no spoilers, but the Francis and Zach relationship and dichotomy is really the core of this game, and the way it develops is very interesting. And you know, his asides to Zach form really the meat of the what makes this game appealing to me. Is just like when you're struggling to drive around this town using driving mechanics that I would describe. I think I said the last time I was on the show, I would describe the driving mechanics in this game, which make up a good part of the gameplay itself, as akin to the feeling I get when I drive a car in an anxiety dream. Like you have basically no control over this car or any sense of direction or where you're going. But while you're struggling to do that, his inner monologue to himself about classic 80s movies are really what hooked me into this game from being just sort of enervated by it.
And like, well, the thing about it is like, I feel like classic movies always sells it short because like, there's some movies I never even heard of.
These are deep pulls. These are VHS cult classics he's talking about, including a couple of them. I think like I ended up watching because of I'd never seen it, and I learned about it through Deadly Premonition. And ended up watching, and they were bangers.
Yeah, there's like a helicopter movie you said you watched. It was really good. What was that?
Blue Thunder, starring Roy Scheider and Malcolm McDowell. I don't know if we'll get to that point in the gameplay, but yes, he has a long monologue about how it's the best Malcolm McDowell movie ever made.
God. I love that he just like said, he's like, I'm going to put every film opinion I've ever had into a game.
It's very cool. It's very idiosyncratic. I mean, just everything about this game is just a very idiosyncratic interpretation of Twin Peaks.
Oh, it's so good.
I think it may appeal to the Blood Gang.
Oh, I absolutely think it will. I have no question. Deadly Premonition was like, as soon as you're like, when you get play Deadly Premonition, I was like, oh god, I am going, because of course, like, I have to play it. So it's like, much like when we did Illbleed, it's like, man, this is great to watch, and absolutely terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the Blood Gang will feel the sort of very kind of esoteric, semi-genius Japanese game developer and his like total creative control over this rather unique vision.
It's genuinely, I can't think of anything quite like it. I'm not really like. It really, I don't think anyone has attempted to be like, what if I made a soap opera a game so thoroughly before? It's so good. Alright, you ready to kick it off?
Let's spin it up.
Yeah, overwrite. We're not gonna need it. God, I love the, like, all the weird, the fonts and the like, vibe this game has is so good.
Well, I don't know if I'm getting game audio in my headphones here.
No?
Oh, yeah.
One moment. I can get you that game audio. I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay.
Very, very good. So I like just started like binge rewatching Twin Peaks to like emotionally and intellectually prepare for this, because it was like, I was like, all right, I need to be able to draw the parallel as soon as this starts. I was like, oh yeah, never mind. I probably didn't need to rewatch this. He makes it super fucking obvious that he wants to be David Lynch from The Rift.
Welcome to this version's game of the Red Room.
Yeah, exactly. Can this riddle be solved? Zach, he spends the entire game talking to a guy named Zach who does not seem to be there, but I don't want to spoil too much for the viewer. I observe with X. Okay. A doll shaped like a fat man. It has a plate on it which reads Washington State. A dummy for hanging costumes. Gives me the creeps somehow, though it might be useful for jackets and such.
Again, the writing in this game is so good.
It's whips ass. It's so fucking good. This game is like if every single line of Twin Peaks was just like the gum you like is gonna come back in style. Like, that's all anyone says to each other in this game, back and fucking forth. A white screen.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Zach. Zach, can you hear me? It's me, York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond?
Okay, answer.
I thought you went to sleep. Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong.
I also appreciate this game for how much it makes blasting SIGs like a part of the gameplay mechanics and plot.
Listen, they both need each
But
other.
they have to capture the
It's called
Twin Peaks like everyone is blasting
both know
SIGs
it.
constantly feel.
Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello? Hello?
The writing in this game is such a fucking treat.
It's like he's looking at like these brutal crime scene photos, and he's talking about Tom doing sadistic, awful things, and then he's actually talking about the Tom and Jerry TV show.
It's so good. I also love that they do the fucking Twin Peaks season 1 thing where there's like, they have like 5 songs for the entire fucking piece of media. They just like keep reusing them. It's so good.
The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into her nails? Crazy. Just crazy.
Does he smoke police brand cigarettes?
At least I now have a scar to show off.
Yeah.
About this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
Damn. So true. Wait. This game has the best sound, the most sound design any game has ever had. This is excellent.
Still got the cigarette.
I like the fucking monkey sound they played. It's like showing some footage of a bunch of squirrels.
Zach, there goes the civilized world.
I forgot that this is how it starts off. I'm so focused on like the town portion of the game. I forgot that there is like exposition.
Get ready to struggle through some really bad gameplay here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm prepared.
Like when they like, I just like other than the raincoat killer guy, there's like basically just one kind of enemy in this game.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just like a weird zombie, right? Sorry,
yeah, that's
my
it.
controller was being a little wonky. It'll be right back. But yeah, there's like one kind of enemy, and it is approximately 300 times as strong as you'd expect it to be, based on like what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like everything, like there's one guy, and he's everywhere, and he's hard as shit. God.
It took me so long in this game to figure out that you can like buy new guns and shit. So I was using that shitty like FBI 9mm for like half the game.
Yeah, the starting FBI, which would
it's like it takes forever to fucking just dump bullet after bullet into these like I don't know like Twitch ghouls. I don't know what you want to call them.
Yeah, they're like extras from Jacob's Ladder type.
Yeah. They're kind of like all the nurses in Silent Hill.
Yeah, absolutely. Ah, we get more agent honor. Is it Deadly Premonition one where if you don't take a shower, the government docks you for being a quote stinky agent?
And flies start circling you as well. God. Yeah, once again, it took me a while to figure out, like, I was like, how the hell do I get these fucking annoying flies away from me? And it's like, you have to shave and change your clothes.
God, it's so fucking good. 9mm FBI custom handgun. That's what we need. The handgun that sucks. But it's like what you get.
like the gameplay mechanics in this game are like, what if like the Grand Theft Auto games like were focused on like you could interact with the most irrelevant details about like being a cool guy character and was also not fun or easy at all.
Exactly what it is about. Oh god. Oh man, like I'm playing, like I'll tell you what. Already, it just feels like milk. Like, it feels like fucking milk. God. Do you really want me to shoot my way through this whole thing? Is it...
You got the steel pipe though.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I'm
not being as efficient.
Yeah. Don't waste ammo. You gotta clear away these like this little hedge fence with the with the pipe. Yeah.
I got 5 points of agent honor for it though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. For destroying the landscaping in this little path. Oh, yeah, this is so good too.
Oh, yes!
You gotta press A to you have to press A to start profiling. And this is when he does his Will Graham shit. Like, honestly, Hannibal stole a lot from this.
Looks like
yeah, Deadly Premonition really walked so that NBC Hannibal could run.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to articulate the not quite clear way in which this game feels bad to play.
Everything is so like wonky and awkward and just not intuitive at all.
No, it feels almost like it's got a very like European shovelware kind of like. You might notice that the rain that is falling is just a filter that is like placed over top of the screen for the most part.
What is European shovelware?
Just like the kind of game that you would get off of like Steam that is released from a company that no one's ever heard of, that's primarily played. You know, it might sell well, but it doesn't work good. Yeah, like Stalker is a good example of that. I like that in the process of trying to create like a Western everyman, they've made just like the creepiest looking guy possible.
Yeah.
He's so fucking creepy looking. Like he has this like weird gray sheen to him. It's great.
Get used to this enemy. The only one you will see for the rest of the game.
Well, when you have one this good, why bother making more?
Speaking of David Lunch, Francis Morgan, you're right. Like his sheen and like just his overall like physiognomy. He reminds me of the actor Patrick Fischler, I think his name is, who's the guy who dreams about the thing behind Winky's Diner in Mulholland Drive.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, totally. Mulholland Drive, I have a good movie. I haven't seen that in so long. I need to return to it. My stint of redoing Twin Peaks has like reawakened my need to consume like the most Lynchian garbage I can. I need to just like start to go backwards through his filmography again. Will, have you watched the newer output of Twin Peaks? Yeah. What do you think of it? I'm not there yet. What do you think of it? Is it good?
It is sort of actually similar to Deadly Premonition. It is by turns like transcendently beautiful and amazing and like deeply enervating and annoying, but like it's just you have to take one with the other. It is overall it is worth watching all of though.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll admit I was suspicious because I was. Yes, the one kind of guy. I forgot about their signature stance, which is when they do that thing.
Yeah.
They all do that. They all see you and turn around and decide to do that thing. bullet. See Al. Throw up and block. Okay.
Nice shot.
And we're safe. Doesn't look like anyone lives here. No reclusive, hairy brutes to greet us. What fucking weird.
like Twin Peaks: The Return is really like it adds to the mythology of the show, like in a lot of ways that are very satisfying. But it is like adamant in how much it denies you, the viewer, like any hope or chance of the thing that you want, which is just like more fun Town of Twin Peaks like style TV show. like half of the show takes place in Las Vegas.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like not even the town of Twin Peaks. Like you return to the town of Twin Peaks like fairly sparsely, like less than you would expect.
That's bizarre, honestly.
Yeah, it is really like it is not fan service at all.
I mean, the opposite of fan service.
Yeah,
it's service strictly for David Lynch.
Yeah.
Takes the cake. It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was? Never mind, don't answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Correct. I think for your for the viewers, I mean, you could take it like a pseudo drinking game going here. Just take the action of your choice every time Francis does this.
Oh no, everyone!
We're getting turned tonight.
I would say it's like his favorite thing to do. God, I love the sound design of this game. The part, like, I don't think we'll get to it, so I'm gonna mention it while we're here. The part where you're, like, examining the body a little bit into the game, and it's, yeah, like I said, it plays a lot of the same music in the same way that Twin Peaks does. But
like the really goofy upbeat music.
Yes, it goes to the do.
It's like it sounds like the Andy Griffith Show, and you're like looking at like a cadaver on the slab at the morgue or something.
Looking at it like a dead teen girl's body, and it starts playing like fucking Andy Griffith Show songs with like whistles and snaps. Like that was the real turning point, because I started playing this. I was like, this just seems like it's bad. And I got there, I was like, oh, okay. I think I'm starting to understand the appeal of this game. It's so, yeah, you're like looking at like a serial killer. It's essentially like if it played like the Andy Griffith Show theme when they found Laura Palmer's body all wrapped up in plastic. Like, it's like pretty much the vibe that they capture there. It's great. Oh, well, I heard you, I don't know if you guys have done it yet, but I heard Chapo's going to the south. Is that coming up, or did you do that?
No. This is coming up. February 24th, I think, is our first show in Nashville, and then we're doing it's Charlotte first, Charlotte, Nashville, Atlanta, and then Dallas, Austin, Houston, and New Orleans.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're playing a lot of good stuff for it.
Yeah, I bet. That's exciting. Because last time, when we had Felix on ages ago, Felix had said, like, you know, we're trying to go to the south, but also, like, the world's ending, so we don't know. I'm so glad that panned out for you guys.
Yeah, no, because the world's not ending anymore.
Yeah,
and
now everything got entirely better, and there's nothing wrong now, so I figured it's the perfect time.
No, we're really looking forward to it. We're going to have Trillbillies are going to join us in Nashville, and the Pendejo Time guys, Thomas and Jake, are going to be with us in Texas. So that should be fun.
Oh, that's awesome. That just exploded? Okay, well, I guess I'm not. Because I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be doing now.
Okay. Just nothing like a box pushing puzzle to really grind the action of any game to a halt.
Well, you can forget all of the great box pushing puzzle moments of Twin Peaks, so you can't really blame him.
Oh, and Resident Evil 4, of course.
Yeah, that really is what this is. It's like he was trying to make Twin Peaks Resident Evil 4. and like didn't really succeed at either of them, but instead created something entirely new and beautiful.
And it's funny because it has the same like third-person perspective as Resident Evil 4, and the same like over-the-shoulder like firing mechanism where you have to like plant your feet and not move to pull the trigger or aim or whatever. And I think I was playing both those games. I was like replaying 4 and playing this for the first time at the same time. And like I'd play Resident Evil and then it'd be like, oh, that's what this is supposed to feel like. Oh, like that's how this works,
Oh,
like,
this felt good. This is what this would be like. The generator looks really bad. Zach, I think the killer really had a grudge against it. God, I love him so much. He's such a treat. God, he moves his hands like as if he was like animated by someone who's never seen a human being move hands before. It's so good. Machine broken by an axe.
Oh, you've gotten your second clue.
Yeah, it's unlocked another piece of my mind palace. Yeah, one activist in the chat, the driving parts of this game are the worst part for everybody. The driving... It makes the drive... Remember like Grand Theft Auto 4 when it came out and all the driving felt like you were slipping around on ice? It's like that, but like 1,000 times worse than that. Fuse box.
Like the slightest nudge of the joystick will send the car like fishtailing wildly.
it's it's a treat. They really were like, we want you to have the experience of drive. What if your wheels were completely flat and also you were drunk? Every time I, like, snap out of a cutscene, there's a moment where I have to, like, remember how the insane controls of this game work. And I can slowly hit all the shoulder buttons, trying to figure out where the fuck they mapped the run button to. It's mapped to R1, by the way. It's just like a real... It's like the last button I hit trying to figure it out.
I like that you get FBI agent honor for every enemy you kill.
That's the same way it works in real life.
Yeah.
It's like, it's their quota equivalent. It's just like for every body you put down. But the good news is that they're all bad guys, so it's okay.
Yeah. Every one of the goals, it was a friend and witness to the Tsarnaev brothers.
There's photographs of all of these guys looking like the Joker bending backwards with, like, Jeffrey Epstein. I'm locked out. Oh, can I shoot the lock open? This is the kind of stupid game that would just let me do that. Yeah. I fucking knew it. I was like, okay, this game wants to be Resident Evil 4. What was I doing in Resident Evil 4? Oh no, the same fucking guy? Oh, it's so good. Well, the fun part is you play this and you're like, wow, it's all the same enemy. Where did they spend their time? And then you see the, like, 1,000 cutscenes that this game has.
Oh, yeah.
Like 1,000 slice-of-life cutscenes about eating sandwiches with your friends at the fucking police station or whatever. And that's, like, all their time went into creating, like, the soap opera parts of Twin Peaks and the slice of life parts of Twin Peaks, and like none of the, like, what you considered like the climax parts of Twin Peaks.
I mean, but this game does get, like Twin Peaks, like astonishingly surreal and disturbing at times.
Oh yeah.
Great. Yes.
I think that the guy who made this, who just goes by Swery usually, S-W-E-R-Y, they should just like plop him in charge of, like, a team that's good at mechanics. Like, because I think that he has a really good vision. He just needs somebody to, like, make all the numbers go right. Make all the buttons go good. You know, like... But I think that there's no denying there's, like, a weird genius to this game. There's a reason that people still remember it, despite all the other bizarre games that came out around the same time. The Japanese shovelware from, like, the end of the PS2 into the PS3 era.
I don't know I forget what it's called. But he had one that came. I think like the creator of this game. What was his name?
Swery?
Swery. Yeah, no, I think he had one that just came out not too long ago. That I learned about Deadly Premonition through Andrew Hudson, and he told me he likes it quite a bit. It's very different. It's the same kind of like it's like a mystery game, like your open world, but it's sort of like English countryside Nancy Drew type of story.
Ooh.
Not really like a horror one, but I mean, apparently it's a little easier to play.
He was like, you know, what if I just don't put a bunch of combat in this one? Because I do think that, like, you know, there's no denying that, like, every part of this game's narrative is a treat. Even when it doesn't make any sense. It's, like, all a treat. So, like, it makes perfect sense for him to be like, you know, what if we just dial back a little bit of the Resident Evil 4 wannabe shooter mechanics and move towards just, like, pure mystery. I think that's a really good move for him. Fuck this. They just keep coming.
Yeah, they just keep respawning.
That's okay. I'm gonna get some agent honor, which is like I think also your money in this game. I know it's not inside.
At the end of every level, you get a paycheck from the FBI.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's how it works. I know there's like a really strange way the money mechanics work in this game. It's like you get paid regularly. This game is very strange. Like weird things like that, like. Time constraints, like when if you tell somebody like, oh, I'll meet you somewhere at 7 p.m. Like nice. You actually have to go there, and then.
Barry, it took me like 15 tries the first time I played this game to dodge that axe hit on time.
I'm pretty sure I died to it the first time too because I didn't know the game had those.
Yeah, but I'm bad at video games, so.
That's okay. You're good at cyberbullying, and that's just really important.
Well, yeah, that's half of what video games are.
It's true. We should just let the Japanese make all the Western media from now on.
We've had our chance. It's pretty. I mean, come on. Can anyone deny that we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here?
Yeah, like really. Like we haven't created an original franchise in this country in years. Let's just let the Japanese make all of our American media from now on. Not like come here and do research though. Just like what they know.
Like, this is essentially a remake of Twin Peaks, so you don't even have to have like the original content. We can just keep all eating out of the same toilet bowl, but it'll be their sort of like game of telephone like interpretation of, I don't know, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, see, that sounds perfect to me. I would love to see that.
My coffee warned me about it.
I forgot that.
It said, tomorrow you'll arrive in a place.
Canonically, his like divination instead of him dreaming things like fucking Coop, he like sees them in his coffee.
Like, what's the word for divination through tea leaves?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Someone in the chat, I'm sure will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it for milk poured into coffee, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, see, Lewis in the chat. Japanese Curb Your Enthusiasm. Perfect. No criticisms on that concept at all. It's like absolutely perfect as is.
Oh God, like the only marker they give you to tell you how far away you are from something was like one of the most like just baffling and like fucking confusing things in this game, because I would just be like going towards it, it's like getting farther away, like it's just oh God.
You just like can't count on anything in this game.
Another thing is like the combat parts of the game where like the freaky red vines come out and the reaching behind them ghouls that you have to kill over and over again. It's just like Francis is the only character that ever experiences this, and like it's never referenced like in the normal reality of the game. Like nobody comments on it at all.
He just like doesn't mention it to anyone.
Yeah.
Now you were very late.
Here's the Naomi Watts, like yeah, look, her name's Emily Wyatt. That's almost Naomi Watts. This is the love interest.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George. He's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind me asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
Beautiful Washington State.
I love that far off shot there. There's just like no texture on the water at all. It's just like a solid piece of blue fucking like it looks like pavement. It's
like
so
a screen. It's like a screensaver.
Yes.
Anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho. Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
Hell yeah.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small-town homicide?
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Did George just like walk here?
He was crouching behind the car.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Both our superiors have cleared this with each other.
I didn't notice it till some of the chat pointed it out, but like, yeah, he's just there's no car. Like,
No. No problem. Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
Of course. Of course. By the way, George...
Classic dick measuring between federal and local authorities.
Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right. Don't worry.
I love the like bluish
my
white
assistant
light
Tom
the
to
sun
take
casts
care
in
of
this world for some reason. Like casting everyone in like a
Anything
in like a sickly white glow.
It's beautiful.
Thanks. That'll be all. Well then, I think I'll rest.
Yeah, everyone looks like ill.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
join you on your investigation.
Don't know how to say that. We really don't need your help. Unlike some of your corrupt city police officers,
He's the FBI
I
moron.
hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan.
See, they're all the same to a good old country boy,
We
Yeah.
will
Mr.
handle the
Woodman.
Investigation. You just think of this as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
I know all you tree fuckers in the big city want to come here and fuck our trees,
We're as far
but you can appreciate it in other ways,
and we've just
Agent Morgan.
Ah, some other Americans. Time to have some nice English as a first language dialogue with them.
That's worth a fat $200 paycheck from the FBI. Oh wow, and basic wage, unpaid salary. $800 a day from the FBI. Those are good wages.
Yeah, my job is I go out and I fight monsters, and the government pays me $200.
Yeah, but think of the health plan.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You make it back.
previously during the investigation.
I love oh god, they have recaps and stuff. It's so
Yes!
good.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome.
And they're done in like a weird montage. It's wonderful.
There's something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Hey guys, what is this? Wait, does this game have trading cards in it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What the fuck? Sugar
It's like one of those if you want to have like a platinum level complete of the game, you got to collect all the trading cards hidden throughout the town of Greenvale.
Oh God.
And then also like viewers, if you haven't played this game yet, I can't oversell just how richly textured and beautifully detailed everything is in the town of Greenvale. It's just no detail spared, nothing you can't interact with, just perfect in every way.
Yeah, this is the ideal gaming experience. All games should more or less just be this.
Red Dead Redemption 2 wishes they could fuck with the level of artistry that Greenville, Washington puts up in this game.
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath.
Oh wow, they nailed that. That's exactly what a child looks like.
Like this. Cover your mouth.
I pressed L. I don't understand.
Wait, did you fail the breath holding tab?
I picked the one button I could have pressed. I even looked at the controller. The fuck just happened? It's so much that I looked at. I was like, all right, there's L. I'll press.
Yeah. Press L. You just took one. It's got it going in the chat.
Let's try again. We have it this time.
York. Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this. Cover your mouth.
Oh, you have to hold L. Okay. Which they do not tell you.
Like all of the ghouls in this game, like if it's a guy, it's like he's like a trucker, and if it's a woman, they're like a nurse or something.
Those are the two kinds of people who
Those are
live
the two
in American
jobs in
town. Yeah,
America,
yeah. It's RN and fucking trucker.
Oh, speaking of truckers, I don't know if you saw this today, but apparently the federal government is going to make it possible for teenagers to drive long-haul commercial trucking now. So, I mean, if anyone's in the chat who's a teenager looking for a job, I hear the pay is pretty good.
Oh, God. It's going to be... I think it's a great idea to have people whose brains aren't finished developing, like, be like the literal blood in the arteries that keeps our country running.
Nobody wants to work anymore. So maybe some 14-year-olds would.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already on Adderall, so...
I was about to say, it's not even a huge jump to take them up to meth.
It's a long-haul trucking, if you... I also love how unbelievably unappetizing all of the food items in this game look like in the little interstitial screens. Like, this game's version of what a turkey sandwich looks like is so putrid.
Well,
It's a big ass.
it's like
It's a big ass hotel bed.
Yeah, really, no kidding.
California king there.
I have to admit, they were pretty restrained about how the
Zach,
hotel looks in this compared to
the
how it looks in
symbolism
Twin
in my
Peaks.
dreams
They really
continues
could
to
have went
intensify.
wild on the
A
fucking
forest of red trees,
log cabin aesthetic. They restrained
leaves.
themselves here.
a strange doll, and twin angels. But that child is what bothers me the most.
Me too.
I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where. Well, it'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
Mushroom Lander in the chat, what is a sinner's sandwich? Someone's asking
head
if
to
you've
the
ever tried
cafeteria,
one of
Zach.
those, but I don't know what it is.
I hope they have some real coffee.
A sinner sandwich?
need some
Yes,
coffee.
what is that?
Then we can head to the sheriff's office.
Must be one of those
There's a
regional
proper procedure
specialties.
for everything, right, Zach?
Yeah, it's the Vatican's version of a po' boy. Oh, it's in game. Okay, it's from the game.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we don't want to become a stinky agent, so.
Yeah, not to get fly.
Beautiful. Extra. Oh, cool. We got paid $12 by the federal government for shaving.
This is what they do with your tax dollars.
Yeah, this is more or less where all your tax money goes. Is this just a? There's nothing. Okay.
You know, no in-game bathroom mechanics, unfortunately.
But like they let you go in there though. God. The like weird, almost like simulation elements of this game are so strange. It's like you're playing like Shenmue on the Dreamcast or something. It's like you can open every drawer in the world.
Yeah, but like you can't do any like nothing happens. It's pointless. It's just like it just wastes your fucking time.
Yes. Yeah, there's no payoff for it ever. Alton 8, this is not my first time playing, but it's been some time, and I didn't get that far the first time. I got it shortly after it first came out. And that was the real halcyon days of the Xbox 360, so, like, I'm pretty sure, like, something better just, like, came out and I fell off of it.
Have you ever played all the way through though? Have you ever beaten the game?
No, I haven't.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, I'll avoid spoilers, but the end of this game is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I intend to do it this time. We're gonna finish it this time. But, it'll be my first time once we get past, like the first time you go into, like, I think it's the sawmill, and you get confronted by the guy in the red cloak with the axe.
Right.
That's, like, where I got up to. Which is, I think, pretty early.
That's pretty early. That's, like, the first quarter or so of the game, probably.
Yeah. Oh, Jane OST, hello. I just had your podcast mate on to tell me what a baseball is yesterday. It was blast. Oh, am I just like, is this just somebody? Okay, no, I have to say, am I just in somebody's fucking room?
Yum.
Perfect. You know what this reminds me of? There was a game on the Dreamcast called The Ring Terror's Realm, which is ostensibly based on the film The Ring, though perhaps not in any actual clear way, but it has the same kind of, like, Japanese game dev who's pretty sure he knows what America is like, slice of life kind of feel to it. I'm really enjoying it. God. Oh, where do we need to be?
Yeah, again, finding your way around this fucking hotel is so annoying.
It's a nightmare. Yes. Yeah, like, I'm walking around this now and I'm already like, wait, there's a greenhouse in here? Like, I don't remember that the first time.
Some Agent Valor. Okay.
There we go. Oh man, I love how much valor you can get in this game.
You can't open that door. Me.
I forgot something. Even my location's over there. All right, what did we forget?
More scintillating gameplay here for the viewers at home.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, this is, if anything, a very earnest replica of what playing this game is like.
What about your gun? Do you have to get ammo or something?
That sounds right. That sounds right. I think I accidentally went into a hotel room that looks identical to mine. Or is this mine? Do I have to take a shower? No, there's food in the bathroom, so this can't be the room I was in.
You can just go into anyone's hotel room and just shower and shave in there.
I fucking think so. I really...
And then like it's really easy to tell which one your hotel room was, given that they all look identical to each other.
Well, yeah, you would think, well, at least there'll be a number on the door. No, there's no. They're like unmarked fucking rooms. Here we go. It's got the gun case.
All right.
Anything in here we need to take out?
No, nothing. All right.
No,
great.
nothing. Okay, of course.
You've got 8 cans of pickles in your pocket right now.
He's a balanced diet or whatever. Yeah, like use them to treat Havana syndrome when you're an FBI agent. It's very important.
Actually, in this game, you just pour the pickles out and use it as a wine glass, right?
Yeah, it's like so much like I'm drinking wine out of a pickle jar right now. Ooh, can I use the
pop?
Oh my god, everything in this game. A lollipop is $24.45.
Let's go, Brandon. Can you believe the inflation? Wait, it's 5 lollipops for $24. That's a bargain.
Now it's or I could get 4 crackers for $35.
Oh, for $40? 4 crackers?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get banned like Hassan if we keep saying this.
Oh no, that you cannot trick me into doing this. I'm not reading that line of dialogue. I'm not reading that dialogue. You acquired.
No, I'm allowed to say it. That's our word.
Yeah, Hassan can't say it. He's Turkish. Oh, okay, here we go.
Good morning.
They want you to they want you to go get coffee. I think that's...
Yeah, that was it. This is my favorite of the weird songs that play in this game.
Yeah, here's the music.
Thank you, Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then. Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
He's doing the ghoul lean forward and grab, but from like the correct way your body's supposed to do it.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
And the shot.
Fucking table. Admire.
Yes.
Hit to admire. Hit it. Okay.
A fucking timed action to admire. Hurry.
Barry, you gotta stay quick. You gotta stay on the sticks on this one.
Yeah, I do.
I couldn't
Gonna
help
catch you
but
off
notice.
guard.
Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You're alone since then.
God.
Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
I want to emphasize that, like, I didn't mess with the sound mix. This is genuinely where they put the music in comparison to the voices in this game.
I'm too old for you, and I still love appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Holly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space.
Did they just put a
Now
kazoo in the back of the
that
song?
wound on your face. What happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my. Well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Oh, yeah, good
Say,
idea.
Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is called Greenvale. It rains here.
Thanks for
quite
nothing, you
often.
old bat.
Yeah,
It's a
really.
nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago. We used to have a population of over 6,000.
He just starts blasting a snake in the mouth.
He doesn't ask at all.
We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
Yeah, this poor old lady and her heaven husband are now responsible for a hotel that has its own zip code.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town.
Don't forget to get that agent on her right behind you when this dialogue chain ends.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like white tablecloths would go really nice with our desert camo rug. Tell me about the
Yes,
shops.
Actually, Polly, could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The couple who run
You
it
need
are a
milk?
unique pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them.
Go to the Milk
A&G
Barn.
Diner is a great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Sweary 65. I don't care much for
I
either of
fucking
them.
love it.
Bars are for the younger folk.
Name
We
the
also
bar
have a
after
gas
himself.
stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a
And I think
goods
Galaxy of Terror
You
is
should be
one of the
able to find
movies
what
they
you
reference in
need.
this
Thank
game
you.
too.
That rules. I love that.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
The bar name choices were exceptional. It's like, oh yeah, we have two fucking bars in town. We have the Let's Go Brandons and we have Menakers. Like it's like you just fucking named everything after yourself or shit you like. Look with interest.
He's doing coffee mancy.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails.
Now then, let's get going.
Nice.
Just a wry little smile to yourself for noticing the initials FK in your coffee.
What the fuck was that sound? This game should have won an award for sound design. Maybe not like best, but like I don't know, maybe most.
A nomination at least.
Yeah. He forgot. Tell me what the thing is that I forgot.
Oh, hi.
Remember me?
Remember me? I make this sound when I talk now. don't actually remember what she sells. A cup of coffee for $16.50. A stabilizer for $186.75. That was actually probably cheap for America.
Those are all Percocets.
It's at the early 2000s, so you just get them wherever you want. It's sell them over the counter. Cigarettes, heavy. A very rare and strong brand. Oh yeah, you blast cigs to pass time. I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of times you have to you have to kill time and shit in this game, and like cigarettes the way you sort of to advance to the next quest or advance the game. If you don't want to spend like 3 hours of real time waiting for a clock to tick down, so that you can, I don't know, buy a pair of shoes from a local grotesque or something like that. You acquired Rod.
I figure, you know what? Why not? We're gonna do it at some point.
You can go fishing in this game.
Bait, normal worm. I'm glad I paid $119 for those 6 worms. I think I'm finished. I'm gonna spend the rest of my 500 government bucks at another store that sucks. God.
Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a day. No. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Sell him a rod and a worm for $500 and you'll be eating for the rest of your life.
Yeah, when you factor in that you eat the rest of your life, it's actually a good... Is there something in that microwave? Oh, hell yes!
Hey!
Let's fucking go! Fine, clear day. Perfect day to have a walk. Oh! You get paid for checking the weather!
Can you point your gun at Polly?
I was just about to check if I could. It seems like I can.
She's not bothered.
No, it doesn't bother her at all. It's like not a big deal to her. She's a real red-blooded American. She's not afraid of guns. Wait, I get paid again for leaving the building? Okay.
We caking up.
Yeah, we're fucking stacking it. I really like... Oh my god, is that what turkey sandwich looks like in this game?
Yep. It's purple.
Oh, what the fuck?
Police car.
All right. Now the game gets fun.
Yo, yeah, now we get to drive.
So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin. I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values.
There's no one in this fucking town.
This town has what the country needs. Values.
Values.
Thanks. Just commit side brake. Is that like an e-brake? What the fuck is a side brake? Brake slash reverse. Honk. Ooh, give me a honk. Talk. Oh, you know what? Let's wing it. I got the master key. Okay.
If you trash your car, you can use the flare to get like rescued on the side of the road.
Oh, is that what that's for? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would
highly recommend changing views.
I have to figure out how. There we go. Okay, yeah. I seem to have turned my left turn signal on somehow.
So, Zach, about those bonus features in TV.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
here we go.
Yes. The game starts. The game begins.
Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there. Just trying to
Highly
find a good movie to
relatable.
rent.
Yeah, this is the exposition for like the real game.
Yeah.
I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It was really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together.
I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
It's so good.
Like, yeah, like him talking to himself about movies is like, like I said, like every other bit of dialogue in this game seems like weird and that kind of like half translated, sort of surreal, like stilted way people talk. But like, they get movie nerd perfectly.
Yes.
Like he talks about the runtime and shit. He's like Greg Turkington in On Cinema.
Yeah, well, he's like, it was written, directed, and it was edited by. It's like incredible podcaster energy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
God, it feels like I'm driving on ice. It's like everything feels like ice.
Like I said, driving in this game was like more stressful to me than learning to drive an actual car.
Absolutely. Oh, Sushi, the driving is worse than San Andreas, easily. You'd wish you were driving in San Andreas playing this game.
Don't you agree, Zach?
Country ham. That one kind of looks like a ham. It's closer. Honestly, I think that seeing the sandwich has really lowered my standards now. Now I see a thing and I'm like, that's like almost.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Another normal-looking style individual.
Please just call me York.
This game does this a lot, where people will have what is like a normal conversation, and then it'll play like wildly emotionally inappropriate music for what's going on.
No.
Like, this guy's not doing anything weird, and we're playing a song like we've just found the
I
murderer.
want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are
You're a
ready.
police station, you fucking moron. How the fuck am I gonna know where the keys are?
Thomas appears to be the...
Hey man, I forgot where the stuff is. You wanna just like walk around the police station and open drawers until you find something?
Get ready for another thrilling part of the game here.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna learn so much about the different
viewers.
types. of squirrels.
Oh God, yeah. Strap in, viewers. We're gonna be opening lockers for the next 30 minutes.
It's so good. God. It's the pinnacle of gaming. All games should just be this. See, yeah, all games should have a function where you get paid for checking the weather. Real life should have that function.
Shame you can't read all those files.
No. You can only look at them. You can only examine.
You can only wonder what magic is held in those pages.
Zach, look at this. Oh, now this is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. It's perfect. A stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. That's just amazing.
This guy's a real interior decorating guy. The Almighty King's Throne. Quite classy. He beats the FBI outright in the ego category. Oh, number 4, George.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Alright, never mind. Easy come, easy go, I suppose. Everyone in this game is so oily looking. Like, everyone just looks, like, damp and sick.
Well, rain is a big part of this game, you know, so...
So if you make them all look wet ahead of time, they're wet when they need to be.
Yeah.
Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Now that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
This is how I exercise, too.
Without Arnold. I haven't seen
You
Arnold.
know, like, I mean, sometimes you gotta exercise and you're not at the gym. You know, you gotta find ways to get in your squats.
Yeah, he's doing the one guy, one jar workout.
Arnold around.
He's doing like half burpees or whatever.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, Third raises a really good point. Like, imagine being this guy doing his work here. Your boss comes over and just starts, like, pumping out squats next to you. Lost Arnold. George has lost his beloved Arnold somewhere in the sheriff's office. He can't train without him. Find what he's looking for and get it back to him. Help him get his groove back. So this is, like, really, like, the meat of the game, right? It's just, like, this... There's, like, an obscene amount of these. Like... And they're all just, like, you can slice of life help people with their problems. God, it's so good. Emily's desk. She has a blanket handy. I figure most women are prone to cold.
Facts.
So fucking true.
Women love complaining about the temperature of the air conditioning in offices.
Things I know about women. God, I love this game so much.
Yeah, like you gotta find all the different kind of squirrel keys or something, and then like.
I'm gonna.
It's like I remember like. It's genuinely funny because you find a squirrel key and then you bring it to them and he's like, no, like that's a northeastern gray squirrel. I want the other one. And there's like 4 different fucking kinds of squirrels. It's so funny.
Yeah, like, we just found the squirrel key. This is not the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese style, like gas-powered water heater and sink. It's like this game is full of stuff like that. It's like we're pretty pretty sure we know what America's like, but all of the appliances are very Japanese. Like, it's great. With the exception of things that they've maybe seen in the backgrounds of films from the 80s.
Yeah, everyone in Greenvale has those very kind of like, designed for space, like sort of ways of drying your clothes in your tiny apartment.
Yes.
You found the key.
Is this the one you were looking for?
No. This is a gray squirrel. Sorry, that's not the key.
My fucking
Nothing
God.
particularly special about
Yeah, I
the
threw
gray
my
squirrel.
controller across the room when this
You can find
happened.
them in US, Canada,
I
and
rage
England,
quit the
too.
game at this point.
A gray squirrel. What was I thinking?
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Awesome.
The fuck is this?
Sort of archive.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's exactly what it
Yeah.
is. Anything inside of that?
Gotta be at least one thing inside
There
there.
has to be, right?
All right, one more. No.
No, there's not.
No. No items.
Yeah, a lesson we should have learned from this game already is that they often just let you do something for no reason. Yeah, Rex Cool Guy, you're right. The guy we're getting the keys for really does move like a Showbiz Pizza animatronic. There's like the head that rotates. Oh, cool! Another squirrel key. Technically, I think the right one.
Pointy-tailed flying squirrel.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the right one's actually downstairs, but he's got so many good squirrel facts for you that I need to show him this.
You found the key.
I think so. Is this it?
You don't know your squirrels, do you? This isn't the right keyhole. This is a Siberian
I
flying
hate
squirrel.
that.
It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel. It has a standing tail, while the southern has a hanging tail.
Point your gun at him.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Deserves it.
You sure do know a lot about squirrels.
It's like he set the way, like, he, like, set up the way the keys work in this office so that he could do this to people. Like, you come in and he's like, oh yeah, just go find the key, it's the squirrel key. And he's, like, hidden 20 squirrel keys around the business so he can, like, condescend you about the different kinds of squirrels. This person probably has nothing to do with the investigation. Look, we're not gonna flesh out all these NPCs. Fucking go do something else. A desk for the wardens, even in use? Doesn't seem like it. They will bring in the culprit soon. That'll mean the end of our little vacation here. Alright, is it in one of these? Oh, they do let me go into these, huh? I can sleep in
You
here?
can sleep in the prison, yeah.
Just like lay down and just take a rest.
Sorry, my bed in the hotel is too big.
Yeah, I need something a little homier.
I can't. Yeah, it's I need something a little cozier.
Oh, there's someone in here.
Oh yeah.
I talk to you? No.
He was stealing squirrels. pervy-tailed flying squirrel keys.
Fucking finally. I've been so sick of all these fake squirrel keys. I like that we seem to be in the XYZ block of this prison. Big, like, okay, we have to get some Western characters up there on the wall. Like, just pick some letters and put them up there. Alright, let's go see if this is the right squirrel key.
Yeah, why the need for the alphanumeric sequencing? There are like 6 cells. This is like just a drunk tank in like a small town police station.
Yeah, and like not only is it's like a complex alphanumeric, like 3 letters and 3 numbers, implying there would have to be what to justify that, like 1,000 cells. Yeah, I think so, but you want to maybe tell me I'm an asshole?
You found the key.
Maybe?
That's the right one?
Yes.
Fucking soy faces have
Southern squirrel. Thank you so much.
yeah.
I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Raise the roof.
Taken care of.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
God, what a
The
soundtrack.
victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was
The
to move out
victim's
to
name is
Philly and
Anagram?
mom. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly
Everyone in this town are disability scammers.
It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
The real troops. Yes, this girl's name is Anagram. And she worked at what, like the A&G diner instead of the double R?
No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him. And some should have better manners.
Barry, who's your favorite Twin Peaks character?
Who's my favorite Twin Peaks character?
Or who's your favorite Twin Peaks baddie?
Where in town can I get these?
That's tough. I like Leo a lot.
Actually,
Leo is such like a clear, present, terrifying threat. Where like they do a lot of like abstract threats and shadowy men in Twin Peaks, and I'm a big fan of that. Like
He's like the initial misdirection because he's so like nasty and unstable.
Yeah, they kind of play him as he's the red herring to lead you off of getting it right at first, because it seems so obvious at first it would be him because he's just like so awful. I like him a lot, but I think the actor's portrayal of him is very good. I think he's very scary.
Like, damn it, Shelley! It's like, the thing should be clean around here.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. But I really like Leland as Bob, or Bob as Leland, whichever's the best way to articulate that.
Hard to say. But yeah, Ray Wise is great.
God, it's so good. I'm trying to think who my favorite character is overall. Honestly, probably Agent Cooper.
Coop's pretty badass.
I love it. I love his he's like Fox Mulder from the X-Files with like a very affable form of autism. He's wonderful. He's like, this coffee, this is the best coffee, like really loudly to whoever who's nearby. He kicks ass. I love him. They just have him, he basically just acts like David Lynch, which I think was a good approach.
Yeah, he's like sort of a square-jawed G-man like Fox Mulder, but like with maybe more autism, but also strangely more social skills and sans porn addiction.
Can you provide a car?
Oh yeah, because in X-Files, like,
You don't even know how
they'll
to
just
get
like
there.
cut into like Scully walking to Mulder's office, so it's like watching pornography in his office.
My way around town.
Like, Fox, is this related to a case? And he's like, what's that now? A case? What?
Very well. Then I'll ride with you.
Yeah, there's one that like where
Fair enough.
she comes in and Scully sees some kind of
Just
video
one thing, Agent
that is
Morgan.
like actually
Your
related to a
involvement in
case,
this
and
case is
she mentions
limited.
it to Mulder. Mulder
That
goes,
means
"Oh,
you
if you saw
don't
that
have
video,
to
it wasn't
lose around
mine."
town.
He goes, "I put it with all the other videos that aren't yours." And finally, he has like a whole collection of porn to pound off at work.
George,
too.
we better get moving. The
And it's like
hospital
at work,
100.
at home, and also Mulder never sleeps in a bed when he's at home. Like he's always sleeping on his couch, like fucking like spitting sunflower seeds on the floor. Like, there's one episode where he's like, him and Scully are like at home and they're talking to each other on the phone, and Mulder's just like curled up on his couch with like a quilt on him and just kind of like staring at the TV, but he's just watching porn, talking to Scully on the phone.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
The scene in early X-Files where it's like you see Mulder
Well,
like
then,
thinking
Agent
very
York,
hard
let's
about the
get going.
Beast Man,
Sure.
and it's like,
Sounds
I
good.
think I've got it, Scully. What if it's not a Beast Man we're looking for? And the camera spins around and you see he's holding like a piece of printer paper that he
Yeah.
has drawn on with like a fucking pen, a drawing of what a Bigfoot with titties would look like. It's like playing this dramatic music as it reveals. Oh, it's so fucking good.
That was in the season 1 episode Jersey Devil, I think.
Yes, it was. It was in Jersey Devil.
You're doing a rewatch of the X-Files right now, right?
I'm on like season 5 right now. It's going very well. Really enjoying it. God, the early X-Files when they
Great show.
in the really 90s suits is such a treat. They put them in suits that are of incredible sizes. We could just do so much more fabric back then.
Yeah. Mulder, like all the FBI agents, it's like they're dressed like they just got drafted into the NBA, but like that custom suit, but without the color and style.
Yes, exactly. You're not the first one who said that. I was watching it just the other day, and somebody said exactly the same thing. It's like, why is everybody dressed like the NBA draft? It's like massive suits.
And what else have you been watching lately? I mean, usually we talk about horror movies. What's on the horror tip lately?
Yeah, let me think what I've been blasting through recently. I did Possession again because I wanted to see it again.
Tight.
I watched Tenebrae again recently.
Okay.
It was a blast. The Beyond. I've just been making my way through a bunch of like Giallo classics because I didn't know them very well. And I was like, alright, time to go back and watch all of the Argento that I can get my hands on and all the Fulci I can get my hands on. What about you?
The Beyond is so sick. Okay, I was gonna ask you this. Have you seen The Empty Man yet?
No, what is that?
Okay. It's on HBO Max. It's like it's from like only a couple of years ago, but it was like I think buried like on release. I don't even know if it got a release, but it's like it's on HBO Max now, and I think it's like picking up a little bit of a steam because it is. I just threw it on because I was like, yeah, like I'll watch this garbage, and then like very quickly I realized, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm never fine. I think.
Uh-oh.
Continue.
Billy Joel side quest failed.
Yes, this work.
You have failed to drive home to the Hamptons. Would you like to try again?
Yeah, sure. But what were you saying? Was it The Empty Man, did you say?
It's called The Empty Man. And yeah, like
Empty Man.
once again, sort of like similar to Possession, it's just like I don't want to it's very hard to describe what the plot of the movie is because it takes a number of surprising like changes and like where you think it's going to go is unpredictable, and it's sort of part of the fun of watching the movie. But I highly recommend The Empty Man. It was one of the coolest, like smartest, and like what most at a few points the most genuinely scary movie I've seen in a while.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Hell yeah.
It's very good.
I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules. And I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York? Let's go inside then.
Am I bugging, or does the deputy sheriff kind of look like Naomi Watts?
No,
if she were sort of gray and wet.
Yeah, then absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck!
Jesus Christ!
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside. What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's House.
You haven't heard of this yet?
It's about Congress.
Bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border.
Oh, it's about the dang White House.
However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime, the murder of a local girl.
And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. It's a terrible crime committed in the real world.
Wrong.
Much different from that.
Books are boring.
No need to apologize.
Books are not entertaining. Don't read them.
Yeah, like, well, I guess that would be the alternative. They should have let me choose there. They should just let me be like, nah, actually, books are gay, and you shouldn't read them. Okay, I'm somehow quite injured. This game's insane control mapping is taking me time to figure out how to heal myself.
Eat some of the pickles.
Yeah, I have so many pickles.
Hold on, I'm gonna step away for just a moment to do first aid and regen health. I need more HP, so I'll be back in just a little bit.
Do exactly what you need. Let's see. Oh, an egg. Use. Wait, does food not heal you? No, band-aids heal you. Ah, of course. Yeah, sometimes Will does it. If you guys don't know, anytime Will turns his camera off on stream, like if he's on Chapo FIM and everything, it just means he has to go jack off real fast. They aren't suspects. Let's go, Zach. Looks like the door wasn't locked. Alright. Find out. Welcome back!
Hello. I have a seltzer. I will not shotgun it, but I will drink it on your stream.
Ooh, treat yourself. What flavor?
It's just pure. Straight up.
Oh, wow.
Straight up
Look at
seltzer,
you.
yeah.
How dignified of you.
Yeah. I'm a simple man. I don't like flavors in my seltzer.
Yeah, I get that. I like the lime because it tastes like when you get a Tecate at a really shitty bar. And they like squeeze like a weird old lime into it. I'm like, ah, perfect. This is exactly that same flavor.
Vodka and soda and lime. Hold the vodka.
Precisely. The way that this game does direction.
Barry, I'm having flashbacks playing this with a stupid red marker where it's just so it's just right in front of you and there's no way to access it.
It's so unclear how you go anywhere in this game. It shows you like where your destination is, but with like no like taking into account like how to get there like at all. Oh god, somewhere. I gotta be able to. Okay, there we go. Ah, the computer room. What year is this supposed to be set?
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a clue here
There's
somewhere.
a message on the computer and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle. Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Knight passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. Okay, what the fuck? Bishop. No, because the knight has to... Oh, king passes rook and gets meets bishop.
You're on your own on this one. I'm pretty sure I just cheated and looked this up.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
I tried again. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just look that shit up. Deadly Premonition chess puzzle. God.
I'm looking it up.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Let me know.
Okay. How to solve the chess puzzle. Okay, it's knight, rook, bishop. Wait, KR, king, rook, bishop, knight, pawn, queen.
Checkmate. There we go. It's literally just the order that they were. Oh god.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
Usha?
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking.
Yeah, wasn't the
around.
message like I'm downstairs with the body, and this guy's like, can't play games right now. Another puzzle to solve.
I'm doing my job in the room where we normally put the bodies. What the fuck?
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
The inventor of chess.
Let's go find Usha. A real name for an actual person. I like that they're giving us the fucking... This song, whatever you want to call this one.
This is sort of the jazzy, like, swinging theme, yeah.
I wish I knew the name of the Twin Peaks song, because it's very clearly the equivalent of one of the songs. They're like...
That's, I think, Audrey's theme.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Oh no. No, it's underground. How do I get there? How do I go down? What do you mean it's 2 feet away? Oh, there. Stream's going very well, Disbelief. Thank you for stopping in. Here we go. We found it. We've done it.
I'm astonished that I actually finished this game, because usually I have like almost no patience with video games at all, or I just get bored of them and just like stop playing them. But like for some reason, I was compelled to like play every second of this game.
There's like something weirdly captivating about it, to be honest.
I think it was just like because I wanted to hear like what movie he was going to talk about.
I cannot believe they're doing this to me. Knock on the door! I can see him in there! Is there another? Okay, there's another door in there.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it.
Usha.
Let's get started, shall we?
the gold chain!
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
No, I'm just some guy.
Whips, by the way.
No, I just this is why I do this.
I just wanted
Yeah,
to
it's a
see
small
if our
town. I'm
FBI
just
agent
someone brought
could
me a
handle
body
the
one day, and
task.
then it's just everyone's been doing it since. I guess you know.
Pretty
That's...
fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, listen to the jaunty ass music, looking at the body of this murdered teenage girl.
Much time.
So
I need
good.
those autopsy results.
I love it. Like in Twin Peaks, generally, if they do one of their signature songs, they'll like leave it running for most of the scene. They have no qualms in this one about being like, let's put a couple songs in the same conversation.
Oh wait, Barry, is your PFP Siegfried handing you the blunt?
Yes, it is.
Okay, excellent.
To be between 20 and 2200 hours.
If anyone in the chat was wondering when I went to get a seltzer, mine is Josh Gad at the moment.
Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round.
Have you seen a Firewalk with Me?
No, I haven't. That's next on
Okay,
next on my list.
Okay, I mean, like, you should watch it after you finish the TV series, and before you watch The Return.
Okay.
It's like to finish it, you should watch it after you watch the original 2 seasons that ran, and then before you watch the new one. But like that to me is like the ultimate Twin Peaks, and like maybe one of my favorite David Lynch movies. Like I think it's his most, I think it maybe his most frightening movie, and like it has that same like it adds a whole because it's a prequel and it's really all focused on Laura, and it just like it makes explicit like the truly horrifying things in Twin Peaks. It's a really beautiful and like extremely emotionally affecting movie. So like that's a definite reward for finishing the series.
Yes.
Yeah.
A sharp knife was used.
I'll have to check that out.
It was inserted beneath the sternum and then
we're now
like,
on our 3rd song of this conversation.
The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her.
Like looking at the Laura Palmer of this game, I'm just reminded that Sherilyn Flynn's performance as Laura in Firewalk with Me is like one of the most like heartbreaking and like profoundly affecting movie roles I think I've ever seen.
Oh, wow, high praise.
Because it really focuses on her like as a person and not just this kind of like mystery or victim, and like is about her truly like nightmarish suffering.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds just like, even before you said how good it was, just the payoff being like, oh, it's about Laura Palmer before she died already sounds like an exceptional payoff for watching the show. So I absolutely have to watch that.
First, to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. The killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably.
Oh, you think?
Them normally.
Who are you, fucking Troy on Next Generation? Like, way to come up with the empathic interpretation of reality there.
I just love the fucking like jazz theme starts playing. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy kills all the women.
You must get off on watching women suffer. Especially
he must get.
He watched his blood pump from her body as she gradually grew cold.
Oh God.
case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Whoa.
You're wrong, also. Anna died
Whoa.
fully, deeply,
By the way, ratio.
painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
This is very important. What was the movie?
American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Oh my God, I really
Directed
did
by
ask
John
that.
Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped.
That's interesting because the director of that film is also a murderer.
Really?
Joke. I'm joking. I'm joking.
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest.
Well,
in
he was
cases like these.
charged with murder or criminally negligent homicide.
Gotcha.
I think I joked about this the last time I was on your show. It's John Landis. The Twilight Zone movie incident.
Wait, what happened in the Twilight Zone movie?
During a non-union, past the hours of which you're allowed to keep people working on a movie with 2 child actors and famous TV star Vic Morrow, filming a scene in it involving a helicopter. All 3 of them were decapitated because of completely lax, incompetent workplace safety standards, just cutting corners. And yes, he was charged with criminally negligent homicide, but acquitted because it's Hollywood.
That's insane. 6 hours after death. After it was circular. Alright. Wow, her feet are looking gnarly. She's neatly wearing fake fingernails. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning. Okay, dude, a little weird. Hey guys, this body looking kind of bad to you though? Tongue has been removed. The edge of the stump.
Chocolate chip cookie.
We're cut back to the dead teen
From
girl's
a
body.
distance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Jesus!
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
These fucking hick cops and medical examiners are like, oh my God, we've never seen investigating like this before.
It's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
I can't believe that guy's name is Usha.
Particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
What are you referring to?
What does that mean?
Especially when it comes to women.
Yes, I am very passionate, especially when
I
it
don't
comes to
see what
women.
That has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator
So,
is
do you
just
guys
like
fuck? Like,
He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Sounds the Lambs action here.
I love that, going to, you're at a murder scene and you've discovered what you think might have been, a sexually motivated murder, and the way you convey that to your coworkers is you ask them all if they
This
fuck
case
or
is
not.
now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
Dude, you just told them yourself, man.
Command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Profile of the killer, a passionate man. He's like, yo, I got that work if you're buying. I can hook you up.
A lot of questions, but most of the
There
details
are just
top
bags of perk 30s in them.
George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead.
You know what I mean? Though, like the characters in this game are all like Choroy from Next Generation, because like literally her only utility to the crew is being an empath. But all she does is just be like, Captain, something's wrong here, when something very obviously is going wrong and everyone's afraid.
Yeah, she's an empath.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
It's like
This guy loves to play games.
He's a real fucking gamer on deck.
Oh, you see the red vines? Now it's time to get ready for some combat.
The most engrossing part of the game, perfect.
Oh yeah.
God, why does he look like that? He's so wet looking.
Zach, they're here.
Alright, time to shoot a bunch of the same guy a whole bunch of times. Yeah, Oily Dale Cooper is a good description of this character. Tussletoes. No, I don't need to buy anything. No band-aids in there, which is what I would want to buy.
Like these parts of the game is when York is in passionate man vision.
Yeah, this is how passionate men see the world.
This is how all passionate men see the world.
Ah, more broads. My favorite.
Awooga.
I might need to get a sweater for her, Zach. You know how women are.
Oh man, you hear that? You hear that little sound? I don't want to die. You hear that like probably 10 million times in the course of playing this game.
Me too.
Yep. There it is again.
Did you play the sequel to this, Will? I haven't played the second one. There is the second one.
Yeah, no, I started playing it and I was loving it, but then I just like put it down and I've forgotten about it. But I should pick it up again. It was cool. It was like they solved a little bit of the general unplayability of the original, and it does seem to have like very much the same writing and vibe. Like it's actually pretty cool. Like when the game opens, it's like years later, and you're like other FBI agents, and you're going to debrief, you know, what York is like now after this game, about like another case that they're working on, and like it. Then he tells them, and the game is like a prequel to this one. It's the case that he was working before the Greenville incident.
Oh.
But like in the present day thing, like he's like, I mean, again, I'm not giving anything away, but in the present day version, he's like a fucking like complete pothead who's like dying of cancer.
Whoa!
And like Yeah, like he smoke, like he burns like joints in front of the FBI, and it's like press A to light marijuana and stuff.
That website. So it's like I guess that's the next step after being the guy who blasts cigs all the time.
Yeah.
Eventually, you can't keep blasting cigs, and you have to move on to blasting joints. God, I hope they should just continue down that path. They should put out Deadly Premonition 2, and you should be able to like smoke crack in front of the police. Nope, nothing in the box. Well, it was worth checking. Just reload this gun before. Alright, insane controller mapping. Thank you. I like, this is, if you click the auto aim, it automatically points it directly at their crotch. That's a nice feature. Like, you can manually aim, or you can press a second button that will just lock on to the enemy's crotch.
I shot you.
Negaverse, this is probably not even the worst controlling game I've streamed. I've set the standard really low for myself. Playing old.
What's worse than this one?
The worst. I've actually been testing a game called Shadow Tower for the stream, which probably has the worst controller mapping I've ever seen. It's like an early first-person RPG, and so the way the controls are mapped is it's like, so this was before the PlayStation had joysticks. So it's like D-pad forward moves forward, D-pad back moves back. D-pad left and right turns left and right. L1 and R1 move strafe left and right. L2 looks up, and R2 looks down. And attack is mapped to triangle, and switching weapons is mapped to X rapidly followed by pressing triangle. It's the absolute worst controller mapping of any game I've ever played. Yes, it is the game that inspired Demon's Souls. It's the From Software game that, originally they were contracted by Sony to create a, Sony's own version of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion that they could own, after Shadow Tower, because they were like, this is like in first person, so is the Elder Scrolls.
Amazing.
Only it's 1,000 times worse than the Elder Scrolls.
You're definitely playing Elden Ring on the stream, though, right?
Yes, absolutely. When Elden Ring comes out, I'm absolutely playing Elden Ring.
That's gonna fucking that's just like that's gonna blow up on Twitch like the day it comes out.
Oh,
like, everyone's gonna be streaming that shit.
It like comes out on like a Friday, which I normally don't stream on, and I'm like honestly like, maybe I'll just log in and play a little bit. Like it's just like everyone's gonna be trying to see it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, well, it's like, I already like the Dark Souls games, but he's been citing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in a lot of the interviews as a big influence on it, which I really liked. I don't know if you have played.
Well, I mean, like, that was like one of my favorite video games I've ever played, and I think like I said the last time, like I like it because it's like pleasant to Dark Souls. It's like Dark Souls you can kind of like hang out and just chill if you want.
Yes, totally.
And like did you post something about how like they were saying that like Elden Ring will help viewers with help players with their anxiety while you play it.
Yes.
And it's like, are the true FromSoft heads gonna be like hating on that because like the whole point of it is to just like
be miserable?
Just constantly just like be white knuckling it every second of the game.
Yeah, well, FromSoft fans are insane. I saw somebody say that they thought Sekiro was evidence that FromSoft was going in a more casual direction with their games. I don't know if you played Sekiro.
It's dumb hard. It's so fucking hard.
Game I've ever played in my entire life by like a huge margin.
Because the boss fights were just like, fuck it. Like I'm not good enough at video games for it.
Yeah. My wife was playing it. She got to the last boss of it, Ishin the Sword Saint, and just gave up because of how fucking hard that game is. What's going on? Why can't I get through here? Oh, okay. Sure. That's how things work.
Are there any other good video games coming out this year?
There's a bunch of stuff coming out this year. Dying Light 2 comes out next month. Breath of the Wild 2 is actually supposed to come out this year as well.
There's like no release date on that, right?
Not officially yet, no.
Okay.
But Nintendo is very, very cagey. Like, they haven't even released the title for it because apparently it would spoil some of the plot that they're still trying to conceal. So, usually, if you don't hear about a game enough, it usually means it's, like, probably not doing great. But Nintendo is a pretty safe bet, so I'm willing to bet that'll show up fully formed within the next couple months.
I will be playing that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Spoiler alert, Zelda is the girl, not the guy.
Yeah, they don't want you to know that. That's only for the true gamers to know. No, I don't need that. Give me my 9mm FBI custom handgun. TSR wrote they absolutely should release Yakuza Ishin in the US. Will, are you aware of the Yakuza series?
I am aware of it. Everyone says I gotta play it. I have not played it yet, but everyone says it's like,
cool.
I absolutely have to do it.
Yeah, well, Yakuza Ishin it's only in Japan right now. I'm hoping they port it. Is like, they did like a feudal Japan alternate universe version of it.
Okay.
Which is very cool. I really hope that it makes it over. There's like they've just realized that like American gamers like want to play those Yakuza games, so they're like starting to bring everything over. I'm hoping it happens. Metroid Prime 4 has been in development for what, like 100 years, Nasty Pants? So I understand wanting it, but that's one of those ones that like after a certain amount of time you kind of, it's like if someone's missing long enough, eventually you just have to acknowledge they're gone. That's how I feel about that that game. It's just like, it's been too long. Oh, that's how I save. I have to pay $1 to save?
You can change here too.
Yeah, perfect.
Hit check.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, and it says how clean everything is. It looks almost brand new, no problem. Yeah, that's the worst suit you can choose. I'll just go with that one. I can sleep here? In the fucking evil world? What happens if I sleep in the evil world? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, everything is fine.
It's just, yeah, it's just not a big deal to do that.
I think you gotta like wait till like the town meeting part of the game is when I think you can first start buying weapons.
Yeah, because you don't even have a weapon.
You need to meet the gun guy.
Yeah, because you don't even have any other weapons like when you first get to the sawmill or anything. Unless you can do it like, I know that you can like wander around the town leading up to missions. Maybe you can encounter him earlier, but I'm pretty sure you're right. That's the only time you can get it. Honest Ed, yes, it does affect gameplay. If your suit gets too dirty, you get docked money from your paycheck for being a, quote, stinky agent. So you have a high incentive to shave every day. Also, you get flies that fly around you, and everyone, you know, like, they really go to the way to make your character visually stinky in this game.
I mean, there's a lot of research went into this game. I mean, there's a long tradition of this at the Bureau, you know? J. Edgar liked his boys clean cut.
I like the idea that that's like a trope at the FBI, like, oh yeah, don't go near, he's a bit of a stinky agent.
Nice shot.
Yeah, no, not even like a bloodstained suit on his dead. No, you get stinky and everyone tells you you're stinky. Even better.
Little known fact, yeah, the agents that were trailing actively the 9/11 hijackers were actually just like shaving and cleaning themselves when they drove to Logan Airport in Boston.
They actually missed getting onto the flight with them because of it. More broads. I like his prominent vein. He's like a Snickers bar. I got bronze to catch here. Oh, sweet! More Valor Steel. Perfect. More games should have the option to just find Valor lying around.
Bullseye.
Just like real life.
Great.
It's also a sort of a thrilling and intriguing part of the game that the enemies pose basically no danger to you whatsoever.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
It's amazing.
The biggest danger to you in this game is you getting into a car.
Like the only times is or when the raincoat guy's after you and you have to like have like there's like a time you have to like a split second to like dodge or something like that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he can actually hurt you.
Those are pretty tough, but the actual combat is just so rote, and it's just like hundreds of them over and over again.
Yeah, they could have removed the combat sections of this game just like wholesale. And like just left.
I would be like a much better game.
Yeah, it probably would be. I like that he gets paid. Yeah, he gets paid to blast demons. Like the FP files a report at the end of every like day to let the FBI know how many demons he fucked up, and they pay. First aid kit. Not what I was hoping for, but it is a thing.
Like there's like a ton of first aid and like healing items like all over this game, but like when I was playing it, like I barely ever used any of it.
You don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Why would you? Or if you do, you get killed instantly. It's like you're either getting like split second chopped in half by the guy in the red raincoat, or nothing is happening to you in this game. Work and Beans, thank you for the follow. Hell yeah. Finally we can get— oh, we can get to see the mysterious capitalist. The guy they refer to simply as Mysterious Capitalist, even though he looks like a fucking Metal Gear Solid character. Let's jack it. That's the I like the sound that the roots make in this. Like somebody like pulling a rubber hose or something.
All the ghosts and shit, like they talk slow-mo. Like they're chopped and screwed or something.
Yeah. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Okay, this guy has a gun and he can shoot you with it. Ah, shit! Ah, God damn it!
No, I spoke too soon.
I remember this guy specifically because it was the first time in the game I was like, wait, something can hurt me? I could be harmed? Oh, there's two of them with guns. Go down! There we go. No!
Oh.
Give us the shot of his fucking face! Oh, yes, continue, of course. How could I miss this? Alright, I'll reload my handgun now. I've learned my lesson. The item that just disintegrates.
Huh?
There we go.
Nice.
That's more like it.
That's how you do it.
Let's shoot the. Okay, let's shoot some more police officers.
In the game.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
in the game, in a video game.
Amazing.
Amazing. That's you kill a man. Yeah, everything that's normal, we just do not mention this to anyone. Ooh, beer effectively fends off sleep for a while and also recovers quite a lot of tiredness.
So like, yeah, like he just comes out of this like fugue state or whatever, where he's just shot like 16 people in the lobby of this hospital, and like now it's back to normal, and it's not mentioned. And I think as the game goes on, like I think it becomes more and more obvious that like it sort of makes sense how stupid and pointless the combat parts of this game are, because like I think basically they only take place in York's head.
Yes.
Here's a mysterious capitalist.
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one.
His grandfather discovered wood.
Yeah.
Speaking to the townsfolk.
It's like if Ben was a fucking Metal Gear Solid villain.
Not that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Mysterious capitalist.
Mr. Francis York Morgan. Haste won't lead you to what you seek.
Why is there like a guy who's got all K-pop surgeries pushing him around?
So says Mr. Stewart.
All mysterious capitalists are assigned one member of BTS to wipe them and change their gas masks.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, with each rain our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart. Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
I love that York is like, what's this guy's deal? He's like, oh, that guy, he like owns the town. What a dickhead. You know, he owns the lumber mill. It's like, no, bro, that was not the main thing I wanted to know about that guy when I looked at that fucking guy.
Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York.
I also like that the sheriff is just like, yeah, like he owns everything in the town, and his like grandfather founded the town, and he like owns and controls everything. But don't worry, I like as long as I'm around, he's not going to do anything bad or evil. He won't get away with it as long as I'm the sheriff of this town.
Yeah, I have definitely the power to stop it.
Okay, so like when you rested, it's like total number of days. That whole ordeal took like 2 days. Like you slept a full night in the freaky dream hospital. And they've just like been waiting in the lobby for you or something.
Yes, Lilac and Lilies, all of this music that you're hearing is in-game. None of this is added by us. God. Yeah, no, the whistling song is real, I swear. I get why it sounds fake.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
That does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Yeah, so this is the weird way that this game works now. It's like, you'll have like a time limit to be at a certain place, and you just have to like use as much as your time to dick around in the town until then as possible. God, what a treat. What an absolute treat. I want to get in this car because I want to hear more about the classic films of the 80s.
Agent Morgan, if I could
Whoa,
just
where did this guy come from?
Yeah, what the fuck? Wait,
Are you really
wait.
upset about me taking over the case? I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you two. We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
I can't believe they just give me a button that just does that. Oh yeah. God. It... Oh my god, it feels so bad.
That's the other thing, I spent, like, when you get in the car, it's always in some giant parking lot, and I would just be like, driving around and be like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Like, where am I supposed to go?
Tom's body was discovered by the woodsman Jim Green, along with his two grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet? Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
God.
Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to
I'm
have a
like
meddling
really
boss.
trying to drive normal
That's all you
too.
knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if
This
you
is like when, like in like driver's ed, where they give you those goggles that simulate what being drunk is like.
Yes.
Firsthand.
You know, like, now imagine driving a car like this.
They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Oh, wait, straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. Hold on, wait.
Not at all.
Okay, there we go.
That's not what I
Good
meant.
God.
Then what did you mean?
I did that recently. I did a sobriety test with the drunk goggles at the Iowa State Fair when we were there to cover the presidential election. It was part of this, like, there was like a little trailer that like the Iowa police had set up, and it was supposed to simulate like a teenager's bedroom. And like you're like, they go in there and they show you like all like the like theoretical hiding places that you can secrete drugs in like a teenager's room, and like they gave me the whole spiel, and then like it was like, fuck, I was probably high at the time.
Oh my god, I saw it. They did it on the news. I saw that recently.
Yeah, Eric Adams, our new mayor, did that as well. It was really funny.
Which is like, I feel like if you go through your kid's room looking for drugs on the regular, it's like a guaranteed chance the kid's gonna start doing drugs. Like at that point, it has to be like, all right, maybe drugs are pretty good. Like.
Yeah, and then like they did like the drunk driving goggles and gave me like a field sobriety test, and like I gotta say, like the goggles are like not what being drunk is like. The goggles are like if you had just like inhaled ether or something. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just...
These are the Whippet goggles. God, it's... I wonder if whoever made this, like, ever has driven a car before. Like, fucking awe.
Oh, you get a skateboard in Deadly Premonition, too.
Do you?
Yeah, it makes getting around a little bit easier.
It's better than having to drive a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, driving a car that seems... Also, this happens all the time where you, like, get out of a mission, you're like, wow, that was cool. Alright, drive 6,000 miles. Like, or 6,000 yards or... It's like, okay, I guess I can do that. Yeah, I like that not only all the streets named Toenail Friend, but, like, the same street will be named, like, every block a different name. Real small town shit. I'm not signaling. Should I be signaling my turns? Is there? How do I do that?
How much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit chat and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
Is that a talk button? Can I do more of it? Or are you just being a dick to me at like a random interval? Extra for long distance. There we go. Wait, what? Why is the road like this? This part of America is actually correct, though. Huge swaths of America, there's just literally nothing for like that 100 miles. This part's accurate.
Yeah.
Closing in. Yeah, I was thinking of like Western PA when I said that. Someone in chat said it's like Pittsburgh. It's like
yeah, no, it's like that tunnel when you drive into the city from the airport and you go through that tunnel, and then as soon as you're out of the tunnel, it's just like the bridge and all of like the, you know, like downtown Pittsburgh, like the Three Rivers.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like everywhere around Pittsburgh looks exactly like this. It's just like sheer drops and huge hills. I mean, it makes the city look gorgeous. Don't get me
Pittsburgh
wrong.
rocks. I love Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty city.
Yeah, no, I really fuck with Pittsburgh. My old tattoo artist was there. I always really liked. I was like, probably kept that tattoo artist longer than I needed to, considering how far they were, just because I liked the excuse to take a trip to Pittsburgh because it was like a nice city. I was like, oh, I could go for going to Pittsburgh right now.
Driving through Pennsylvania is also very nice. A lot of it's very pretty.
It is. You get to see all the nice Trump signs now. You get to see, well, I guess not anymore. I guess now they're probably like Brandon signs.
Well, so yeah, they've all people put away their Trump signs and they put up Brandon signs. No loyalty. They all want to support Brandon.
Yeah, they're gonna run Brandon in 2024.
Oh. He'd be unstoppable.
Look at the enthusiasm. There we go. That's how I drive. I can do this.
They should call this game Gone in 60 Minutes, because that's how long it took me to figure this shit out.
I told you, we made arrangements between 10 and 1800. We can't expect children to wait around all day.
Can't just order them to see us?
Children, Agent Morgan. Children. It's going too far, even for Morgan.
It's our fault for not keeping the appointment.
I can't as fast as I can. You fucking me.
Well, that's that. I'll call them to reschedule. Let's be here between 10 and 2 tomorrow.
Looks like we have no choice.
Please be on time tomorrow, okay?
This is the first
Just
time
fucking walk off.
This case is going very well.
What to wear? Like, I drove us all here. They just all fucking walk off. God, what time is it that I fucking wasn't acceptable? Oh, it's 9:30? We had to be ready. Okay, can I blast a fucking cig?
What time do you have to wait for?
Any time between 10 and 18. I was at 9:35.
Oh God. Oh, you gotta eat something.
Oh, well, the good news is I have lots of food. I have lots and lots of pickles I can eat. Have some of the C word. Oh, I forgot that you stuffed your face is how they describe you eating in this game. You stuffed your face.
Hold on, I'm just arranging what to do for dinner.
Go for it. We're getting near the end of our time anyway.
Yeah.
I just want to hit this, our next little cutscene before we go.
You tell us to come here, and you keep us waiting. Is this the way the FBI treats their own people?
Hello, George. I just had some things I had to do.
You really are pushing it, you know that?
I'm sorry if I upset you, but it was important stuff. To me, at least.
That isn't the issue here. We are in the middle of a homicide
I
investigation.
love the stock animations everyone does.
Know by now how little he thinks of other people's feelings.
I'll be more careful from now on. I promise. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Yes.
Look at this! Look at this NPC ass face on this guy.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
What?
And these two discovered the body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Isaac,
Oh God, no, do not like seeing that.
No, they're not good.
You see that? Twins. Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter.
They will after I show them these crime scene photos.
Heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like
I like
this.
his wide stance he did.
Yeah.
Why does everybody look like this?
They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright there.
God. Oh, wait. Why is
Now,
this...
Isaac,
Why is this one of these sequences?
tell me, what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shiny. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrels, weasels, and a snake. A real snake. We didn't know until then. But we know now. Anna was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess. She smiled when she saw us.
I like the animation where they cup their mouth
That's
like
right,
they're
Isaac.
yelling across a
I see.
subway platform.
She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
Most useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now.
Get rid of this shit. I'm done. I've had enough.
Okay, Zach. This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unsub, our unknown subject, was here too. So, what happened here?
Time to profile.
Yeah, I was to say, time to... Yeah! crap. Well, I had another trauma moment, Zach.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think this is a good place to leave off, because then we can start our profiling next time.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming on, Will. Always a
Thank
pleasure
you for
to have
having
you.
me on.
Usually I would have somebody do their plug here, but I'm pretty sure most people know about the Chapo Traphouse. But if you don't already watch Chapo Trap or listen to Chapo Traphouse, you absolutely should.
But if you're in Texas, Louisiana, North Carolina, Georgia, or Tennessee, check out chapotraphouse.com/live if you're interested in coming to see one of our upcoming shows in your fair states.
Hell yeah! That's exciting. Have you guys done? When was the last time you guys did a live tour?
The end of the Democratic primaries back in 2020, right before COVID happened, and the world
holy shit!
I mean, but look, we have done 2 live shows pretty recently. One in Buffalo, one in Brooklyn. So I mean, like that was kind of like a New York like mini tour. We just did 2 dates in Buffalo and New York and in Brooklyn. But like, yeah, this will be the first time we're really like out on the road again.
That's so sick. That's so exciting. But yeah, if you're in any of those areas, absolutely check that out. That's gonna be really awesome. And thank you so much, Will. I'm gonna send it over to Kimono Friend Zone. You guys all have a nice night. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing more of this. Bye.